You won't believe this supermarket story. I hid in the clothing aisle, waiting for the morning bustle, and when I opened the door, I was basking in the sunlight. She jotted down every item used, promising to pay it back once the baby was born and she could work again, as time ticked by. That day, while tracking her bills, Aisha was shocked to find her non-business was wilting away. She brought her sapling to the library, hoping to discover the secret to raising her little treasure, and Billy, the librarian, was spellbound at first sight. Billy frantically gathered plant care books for her just when he was ready to delve into the research. A loud crash from upstairs interrupted them, forcing Aisha to find the nun on her own, although the nun's spirit seemed to have resurrected. She warmly welcomed the kind and beautiful young lady, and they prayed sincerely for the child before the meal. The cozy scene felt like a family, and it was Aisha's first experience of warmth at home. After lunch, they headed to the backyard to plant trees. She didn't reveal her troubles but apologized for not taking good care of the little tree. During their chit-chat about the gloomy librarian Billy, she learned he was quite the brainiac. Apparently, he had to drop out of Harvard to care for his sister with mental health issues. While Aisha felt a rare sense of peace at the nuns, the road back to the supermarket, Billy quietly watched her from the corner, sensing her plight such a sweetheart. That stormy night, just as Aisha was about to sleep, a sharp pain shot through her stomach. She realized it was almost time to give birth and braved herself to find a peaceful spot. Although she was mentally prepared, the moment arrived. Fear and uncertainty threw her into a whirl. As the thunder boomed, Aisha was startled and stumbled down, only to look up at the chilling number in front of her. All she could do was drag her heavy body, hoping to endure this dark and painful moment in her life. Suddenly, a heroic figure burst in, and when Aisha woke up, she found herself in the hospital. Surrounded by flowers and warm care, she felt a wave of relief. The baby was safe in the nursery. She had become quite the celebrity in town, with reporters circling around her like sharks. The media eagerly wanted to interview the supermarket baby's mom, and the moment she saw her baby, all her worries faded away. All her pain and misfortune evaporated at that moment as this little life healed her wounds. During her hospital stay, Aisha not only became friends with the nurses, but also received letters from many kind folks. Upon learning Aisha's plight, they offered help. Some urged her conscience. Some even claimed her premarital pregnancy was an insult to God, saying the child was an evil creation. The nurse gently told her to just focus on herself and ignore the outside criticism. However, her mother, who vanished when she was 5, suddenly reappeared in her life that day. On the surface, she came to visit her daughter, but secretly, she was after the charity fund. She spun a charming lie, vowing to care for Aisha and the baby, and to pick them up at 10 next day. Aisha knew her mother's true intentions, but handed over all the charity money without hesitation. Her mother took the money and left in a hurry, claiming she was buying baby formula. As long as she showed up, Aisha was content. Sure enough, the next day, instead of her mother, Aisha met the kind nun. This kind of simple and pure care didn't come with domineering demands, nor did it involve intentional pity. Instead, it helped her with an equal-minded attitude. Aisha couldn't bring herself to refuse. After settling at the nuns, she rushed to thank Billy for saving her. When Billy saw Aisha again, he froze like a deer in headlights. Noticing his embarrassment, Aisha handed him the baby, letting him feel the warmth of new life while capturing the moment on camera. Little did they know, the story was just getting started. Time flew by. A month later, the nuns fell in love with the baby, and Aisha gradually regained her figure, preparing for a new life. The supermarket remarkably offered her a job, and on her first day, she didn't even get to eat breakfast. She enjoyed a period of calm life, working at the supermarket by day and reading photography books in the library during her spare time. Billy would quietly appear at those times, patiently answering her questions, and their bond grew stronger. She found Billy was totally different from her ex-troublemaker boyfriend. The more she knew him, the more unworthy Aisha felt. She chose to suppress her feelings and merely be friends. As Christmas approached, Aisha and Billy planned to go to the market for a Christmas tree. She carefully picked the prettiest tree to make up for her lost childhood, but faced a shocking surprise. Rushing back home, Aisha found police cars lining the entrance, and her daughter had mysteriously vanished. When the police inquired about suspicious figures, the nun recalled a couple who had visited to preach, claiming they needed to purify the child. Aisha also remembered receiving an anonymous letter in the hospital, and the nun described the suspect's features in detail. The police quickly found her on the highway, while Aisha was filled with anxiety. Fortunately, the child was safe. Holding her, Aisha felt at ease, knowing her child was her life. For her daughter meant everything in life. How wonderful it is to have you in the future. Don't forget to subscribe.